Part 5. Some tips on how to cooperate in a marriage. Cooperation these days seems to be a rare commodity. Everyone wants what they want with no exceptions, and everyone wants first place. Some years ago a woman was touting her philosophy on life, which included the phrase never compromise. While this may have sounded to her to be a great, gung-ho, courageous attitude, in reality persons who never compromise or cooperate with others are just plain selfish. And this is poison to a marriage. When you have two people in any type of relationship, whether it's a friendship or workmates or family or marriage mates, there will be disagreements and cooperation and compromise will be necessary. It's imperative that people remember that marriage is about both partners, not just one. For either spouse to think that his or her way is how things should be is incorrect, unloving, and problematic. So how can you cooperate and compromise in a marriage without either mate feeling as if their own preferences and wishes have been ignored? The first step is to realize that you just aren't going to get your own way all the time. Be prepared to bend and be flexible about your choices. Realize that this makes for a healthy and happy marriage, and if you're in a positive frame of mind you're more likely to be willing to cooperate. The next step is to realize that cooperation and compromise doesn't necessarily mean that you actually give up everything you want, but that you do need to give up some things. For instance, a couple may have a disagreement about where to go on vacation. The wife wants to go to a beautiful city like Paris, whereas the husband hates to fly and prefers a long road trip to see some sights. A good compromise might be that they choose a nice city that's closer than Paris that they can drive to in the span of a few days, and then stay in a hotel. This way the husband gets his road trip, even though it's not as many days as he would have preferred, and the wife gets her luxurious stay in a beautiful city, even though it's not as many days as she would have preferred either. Neither one gets their way entirely, but both should be happy with this middle ground. Cooperation and compromise are necessary elements for any successful relationship, whether it's with a coworker or friend or anyone else. And this is no different in marriage. It's vital to learn how to work things out with your mate in order for there to be a happy and healthy marriage. Thank you for your watching the video. Visit us by